White play first, but White play
One
here, huh? White is probably saying he's not afraid about any invasion because you have weak group here and this area is not completely settled. Okay, I guess I will give this move a pass here, although I will just play a Shimari. What?
Well, now this group is stronger.
Black is saying I'm helping my group. But if you help your group, you should help your group.
Right.
Or not. Yeah, let's say on the Go board, normally, in most of the cases, we actually speak to ourselves very direct language. Direct language. For example, here, what is my major work on the board? You ask yourself this question. And you say, for example, I just give an example. My major work is this group requires help. I need to make that group stronger. Then that means that your options is supposed to be like A, B. Or you have you ask that question and your answer is top left corner is the biggest. Then your options will be C, D, E. Okay, you speak direct language. This move is saying to help my group is a major issue. And I'm still thinking about this. We normally say, we'll play one move and I play this one move 100% efficiency. We say, you get value as 1. And some pro moves, some pro games, they say, this move is brilliant. This one move, it actually values 2 stones. Then 1, you get 2. This kind of move, you say, I'm doing something here, well, I'm doing something there. Remember, in our game, we should never try that. Because it can easily be like 0.2 plus 0.3, you get 0.5.
If you are doing something also on the left side, like then what are you actually doing there? Like if you wouldn't have this problem with this group, what you would do there? Like you wouldn't do this, you would go here, right?
Yeah.
So this is not doing this side properly. And also like this group, if you wouldn't have this at all, would you have it like that? They're not doing either.
Yeah, and I just want to add one more commentary on this move. Earlier I have told you about 1, 0.3, 2, those kind of stuff, right? Firstly, in our Go, let's forget 2. We will never be 2. We can hardly be 1.2. Okay? And second, if that I give Europe as an example, if your every single move you are capable to do 1, you should fight against Ilya for European champion. If your every single move you are capable to do 1. That is our task. Yeah, don't try to do this and that. Define what is the most important thing on the board. And then just do it. Just do it. And earlier I actually mentioned 2. In fact, I rarely see 2 in pro games. In pro games, we say he's doing this, and that. That's most likely 1.5.
Yeah, right.
It's actually rarely. I don't think I have ever seen 2 if we define this strict.
How would you like define? Like I know that AI doesn't like ear-deadening move that much, but how would you like define ear-deadening move? That is one of the famous moves that it did like many things.
Well, yeah, that move. If we are talking about that move probably doing 3 things at a time, at the same time. But I would say each is probably something 0.4. Actually, so it's just slightly more efficient than the one thing best move.
So it's just 1.1 and 1.2.
There, to me, it's so it's just 0.2 better.
Right.
But let's say in Go competition, that can be the edge, and that gives you the advantage. In my teaching to my students, I've heard so many of my students, they say, okay, ask him, why do you do this? They say, I'm trying to do this and that. Okay, normally when you are thinking about that, you're already on the wrong path. Okay, when you are thinking about that and you are a professional player, I learn from you. Otherwise, you check yourself. Most likely you are doing something 0.1 against 0.2. Be careful.
So if you would be pro here, do you think like pros might find like 1.1 here, and what would be the idea?
Here, I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Yeah, because then you must say, I'm doing this one major thing, well, I'm doing something else. So then you have to do 2 things. That means over 1. Yeah, but my recommendation is we do our best to be 1. Sometimes 0.9 is good enough. 0.1, you are European top player. And let's say for Q players, your work is supposed to be make sure every single move you are doing something plus. Then you are done. Then you are done. And after you become done, what is your work? Your work is to make sure you do 1. And how to do, no matter if just a plus or 1, our decision making is ask yourself what is the most important thing on the board, and then just do that one thing 100%. Don't say I'm gonna do this and that, forget it. Of course, sometimes you have to do that. Then that actually tells probably you're behind in the game already. So you have to do this and that, otherwise you lose. Okay, yeah, let's continue here. White came here.
Okay.
White is really concerning about to run this stone.
Yeah, maybe. Because otherwise it's just taking the cake is not this way.
Yeah, then this area is
the cake is not in that direction. So.
Yeah, so if you ask me here, I just answer this.
Right.
Where is 1? Okay, 1 here is simple, okay? What is the most important thing on the board? I guess here, let's say black just a cap, right? So he's aiming at attach and attach. So if we do not answer, then this attachment can hurt this stone a lot also. Then we're going to isolate that Komoku stone. So here, our 1 is in this area. This is the most important area on the board. We're supposed to react on this area. And then it's how. When we come to how, if your definition is right on the most important area, we are talking about how much is a plus we will get. If you define the area correctly, you also make the decision correctly, you'll get that full 1 score. And here, to me, I strongly suspect that this one will be a very small plus.
Yeah, this is again trying to do something.
Yeah. Yeah, he values high on this card, but it probably shouldn't. I don't think it should be. Okay, let's continue here. In the game, black plays the honey. Black is saying this. I see this push. I see my shortage of liberty problem.
Right.
I also see I have a weak group here, and I need to kind of connect them. So I'm gonna connect it. Yeah, so I kind of want to play a move and I'm fixing both. Right. This is once again a challenging move, but this kind of move has one problem. Question number 1. You claim you are trying to connect. Are you? You claim you are fixing here. Did you? You know, that's the problem here. Black is trying to do 2 things at the same time, but actually he's doing neither. And I would rather here, let's just do it. This card is a big problem. Let's just fix it here. Then the shortage of liberty problem is done. I just fix it. Or if you say connection is a bigger problem, I just do it. While put here, consider I'm let's say close to a connection. I just nobby. Put. I just nobby. Okay. I just do one thing at a time.
Yeah.
So here, black is trying to do both. I have seen professional players play really brilliant move. I'm seeing top professional players trying to do both things. And actually, he did it pretty well. But even in those cases, he's trying to do two things. Likely, the combined together is more like he did actually 1.3 things. Yeah, because it's let's say when you are trying to do 2 things at the same time, the number is never 2. Just remember the number, because you only have 1 stone. The number is never 2. The number is likely 0 point something plus 0 point something.
Yes.
Yeah, combined together, and hopefully that is bigger than 1. So I have seen 1.3 here, and so to us, I'm saying to us, let's do 1. Yeah, that's why I'm saying I'm not that great. I do 1. You ask yourself, what is the most important issue I need to work on the board? And then you say, what is the most efficient move I can find in order to work on this issue? I can't promise you can do 1, but I can promise you can do close to 1. Is detail beyond 1 though? No, it's not. Yeah, in this kind of board, here, after black jump, the most important thing is actually to attack this black group to keep giving pressure to him. And this is the best move I can find to keep pressure on black group. Why this one is the most efficient one as for giving black this black group pressure? Because first it prevents black to come to the left corner, to come to the left side. I have a cap as a follow-up. And as for the corner, I fix the corner and develop the left side. That is a side product. And those kind of side product make this move the most efficient move to defend this area I can find. So, as my criteria, this is exactly 1. But maybe professional players say, okay, this one is too slow. I can see why I can do this. Maybe. But as my criteria, this is exactly 1. Because this is the most efficient move you can find on the major issue on the board.
And usually the issues are about groups, not that much of, like, at least this point of the game. Like,
right.
It's not usually territory, so you don't count territory as one thing and attacking groups one thing. Because this group is like white group is already kind of like fine, so
Yeah.
you don't have to defend that group and like attack that group. So taking territory here is not like count as
Right.
extra.
Yeah, that is just a side product, as I mentioned. This is just like I normally supposed to work hard every day, and I enjoy working hard, so I do. And by the end of month, my boss come to me, just because you work hard, you get some bonus. I say, huh, I get some bonus. Thank you.
Yeah.
I get the bonus, I'm happy. But if I don't get the bonus, to me it's normal. Yeah, everything goes the same. That's this move.
Yeah.
On the corner, on the left side, that's the bonus.
So would like 1 point something, like more than one, be like two different companies pay you the same, pay something for the same job?
Yeah.
Then you are awesome.
Right. Yeah. So actually, we discussed quite heavily about why does White do this. We don't get it. But let's say Suzuki has a specific reason, and that specific reason is something Ueno didn't really figure out, and that reasoning finished the game. So yeah, I basically call this move as the winning move of the game.
That's nice.
So when White push here, we know that White this kind of corner already have some base. And we know that yeah, in the future, White may even have a peep and honey, this kind of variation. So White can easily live in the corner, this group. Which means that if, for example, we have talked about this double peep, and then there's push and cut possibility. If without this push, White this top side group, White need to worry about it. But like this, White can actually leave anytime. This is a smaller concern now. Especially, yeah, this shape is very strong. White Kosumi here can actually get both Kosumi and decent and Sene if he wanted.
So like if you're just defending this one, it would be 1 or
Yeah,
at least close to 1.
Yes.
And this is actually now doing quite well, like more than 1.
More than 1, yes.
Like,
and earlier, let's say we say, for example, this jump is clearly a mistake. This is like 0.7. Yeah, 0.7, 0.8. And in European games, 0.8 is not bad at all. And in pro competition, it matters. And also here, this move 1.2 or 1.3, it matters.
The 1 was like to defend this one, and some extra was like something you will see later.
Yeah, something you'll see soon. Yes. Yeah, these people finally come. So what does it mean? We're gonna see is White real face, and we're gonna see the value of this push. And Black, of course, connect here. White next move is pretty cruel. White next move is peep. Yeah, so clearly this is a peep against a one space jump. So if Black ignore it, then there's a push and cut, and when the push and cut happens, especially consider White has 3 stones in a row around here, and White has the direction of ladder. This push and cut is something Black cannot possibly resist. Initially we say Black play a stone here is inefficient, but at least he gets something. If Black play a stone here and it is captured, then basically he play a move and then he lost it. Then yeah, the balance is completely gone. So from this sense, logically, we should consider Black answer. But then, okay, we're gonna see what really push and cut. It is gonna happen. And Black said, I said I'm gonna double peep you. This is earlier we have talked about.
Yeah.
Now White connect here. You can still push, but with this exchange, this move is no longer called Atari, because this connection has been done already. And also with this preparation, we can see White has this Sene. Yeah, I guess this is enough. And then just a Kosumi. White is alive on the top side. You can't capture the outside. How about this group? Yeah, so like this, Black will be captured. In other words, this time the threat is real. It's no longer there you do it. Here we're gonna do it. So let's say earlier we said this one Atari Connect. This shape is so embarrassing. It doesn't matter if it's embarrassing if you become rich. You'll say I put $1 million into my pocket. You're gonna take some embarrassment. For example, some reporter will gonna asking you some embarrassing question about your childhood stuff. It doesn't matter. If you ask me all those questions, I can put $1 million into my pocket. Just keep asking. You can ask 10, not 1. Looks like Black actually underestimated or Black neglected this peep here, and Black peep here. This is actually her way to actually defend this one. The problem is this push and cut will still happen. And we have mentioned about the circumstances. This push and cut, there's no way for Black to resist around here. So Black can only connect. Now White connect this one to actually get white on shape complete. And black Kosumi here try to thread black a little bit by this kick and the call possibility, but white just calmly answer here, so to take it away. And black need to honey to live. So basically, okay, we can see that initially, yeah, we have talked about white this push. We see this corner, the user at R18 here, this push is white goatee. And of course, black block here, this is also black goatee, which means this user who get it is 50-50 chance. But when white get this one, and eventually white force black to block, not too late in the game. This is basically like an exchange, white get it for free. And so white get to take away black 50% opportunity in this corner. This is a pure white game. Okay, and eventually black need another move inside. And white get another move to attack. As pro game criteria, this game is actually over. And many people say, oh, he does nothing, oh, he's so bad. So you think he's that bad a player. Yeah. And I say that's a compliment. I'm saying he's a so awesome player. Why is that? I'm saying every single move he's trying to do one.